Kaylee Jacobix, one of your hosts. I have Alexander Fakari. And I also have Wayne here, which, Wayne, I want you to do your introduction. Tell us who you are. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thank you for the opportunity to kind of sit down and talk with you all. My name's, again, Wayne Reed. I'm with Atkins Realis. Been with them for about 6 years or so. Yeah, by way of 10 years in the United States Army Corps of Engineers.
A fellow veteran, Navy
really?
guy. Yeah,
thank you. All right. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for your service.
And then through there, going through the working for design build teams.
Okay.
And then from there, now division manager of our East South Tolls division in Atkins Realis, and the CMO for the Cleveland annual meeting.
Well,
Very
fantastic.
cool. And you're also the chief meeting organizer, is that correct?
Yeah, the chief meeting
for this
organizer
event.
with my fellow friend Lauren Hakos of the
Yes.
Ohio Turnpike.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about the planning that went into it. I know Lauren was mentioning on our previous interview that it was almost a year-long process. Is that right?
It definitely was a year-long process. I would tell you, I think I'm happy we're at this point in the matter to see the fruit of all the labor.
Yeah.
But a year of conversations, meetings, trying to really think about what is it that the industry really needs to hear. And I think we've captured, some really core things we felt were important to be discussed and heard and empower people to continue to make change.
And the convention center is, it's huge. It's amazing.
I've never seen
one so big.
This big.
Yeah.
It's massive.
And this is
know.
only one section of it,
Right,
right, Wayne?
exactly.
This is
There's a whole other part over there that I didn't even
Yeah.
know.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
massive, and seeing
Yeah.
kind of over the last, I've been here since Friday, and seeing them put it together and build it piece by piece,
Yeah.
it's been really an interesting
Yeah.
thing.
All right, very
So
cool.
Wayne, just out of curiosity, so there's so much going on. You've been helping orchestrate, plan all of this, put it together, getting vendors together. What of all the things you've been building and putting together with Lauren, what has been the one thing you really were happy to see come together? Like, what was that big, wow, okay, we pulled it off, this is amazing. Like, what was that for you?
I think I'll highlight this to be able to answer the question.
Sure.
I think IBTTA did for the first time a collective virtual planning session in 2023, which brought everyone together to talk about a lot of different things, what we want to see coming into these meetings. So then being offered the opportunity to be the meeting organizer, some of the very ideas that I felt were important, like enterprise risk management, which one of the ones that was really near and dear to my heart, and I wanted to see that be added to the meeting. So really, to answer your question, when we were going through all of the different, building the sessions out and getting the information and finding the right people and getting diversity of topic and people to come discuss it, I think it didn't really hit home until when Aaron and Wanda started sending invites out to the session. That's when I realized, oh my goodness, we actually made it to this point.
Yeah.
People actually coming to talk on these topics. I think that's when it really hit home and made sense.
And you were either a speaker or moderator for one of the...
You're right. I helped.
I was there.
the young professionals committee. They had a very, very ambitious idea, and I really wanted to be able to support them. And we offered. I was able to help facilitate an open space technology conversation for them.
It was really cool.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It was really interesting and a different approach to it. But getting senior level executives and the young professionals to kind of talk. Through some of those challenges.
Junior executives all coming together and trying to help understand and problem solve as well, kind of fill a gap.
Right,
There's a lot of things that we talked about.
Trying to bridge that generational gap there, and just say, hey, there's a lot of innovation in this conversation and talk.
Yeah, we said what happens or is said in the conversation stays in the conversation. So I can only share so much, but I can tell you it was a great session.
Well, what I would hope that comes out of it, there's typically a kind of a report out that comes out of it, all the high-level conversations and summaries and what was discussed. And when that comes out in a document from the YPC, I look forward to seeing how it helps transform some thinking and some innovative
absolutely.
ideas.
Well, and tell us a little bit about YPC from your side. So, this is a big opportunity and we talk young professionals. You have to keep this in mind. This is, anywhere you're at new to tolling, right? You could, it's almost age agnostic, right? Like we don't care about that part, right? We want to get people who are, want to learn more, right? And that's what I think for YPC. That's why this is so important as well, right?
It definitely creates an opportunity in space. And one thing I would say IBTTA offers, I've been volunteering and supporting IBTTA now, I think close to 4 years now.
4 years.
And it's building the relationships, but they're more than just relationships. We're making friends, like lifelong friends. We're doing life together in the industry of transportation.
Yes, that's very true. What other, what committees or groups are you a part of?
So
part of
I
IBTTA?
have supported YPC, but I've also been a heavy participant in the DEI committee. That's something that's really near and dear to my heart, bringing all the differences of, whether it's racial or whether it's, background or whatever the case may be. Just really, we're really driving some change. And one of those things that came out of that planning was the session we did, Shaping Tomorrow's Transportation. We had the Undersecretary Christopher Coase, April Ray from the COMTO National President, some area leaders here, the VEDA with the GRT, Raider, Cleveland, GCRTA, Marcel from Stantec, and then we had Veronica O'Davis, the author of Inclusive Transportation, to have a conversation.
Yeah, I was in that session this morning. I was listening to Marcel up there, and I'm like, oh, no, look at this. He had a great session.
Yeah, it was a really great session, and we really appreciate everyone getting involved and making that a reality.
Yeah, that's cool. Fantastic. So now with this, so I'm going to ask this question, and so be careful because this is recorded, okay?
It's live. It's live.
I appreciate
it's live
and recorded.
It's been a year long. Would you do it again?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Great.
I won't
Ready
do it
to start
again next
tomorrow?
year.
Oh, okay.
You need a break.
But you know what's funny though? IBTT has a really unique way of making sure you stay engaged. So as we were finishing up this planning and preparing, they already sent out the 2025. How do you want to volunteer and support? And next thing you know, when I arrived here, I received the doodle post that says, "Hey, you've been selected as a team session lead for the technology summit." I'm like, okay. But no,
Here
it's
we go,
exciting, it's fun, and I'm thankful that they value our experience.
So with planning it all, I know we're a couple days in, as mentioned before, but what is something that you're looking forward to the most, whether it's one of the tracks or sessions, events? There's an abundance of things planned. So
I will say that I didn't expect what I was going to experience at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Okay.
I got stuck in the theater watching reruns of Soul Train.
Oh, really?
I was stuck there
I saw,
40 minutes. I couldn't get out of it. But the biggest one I was really looking forward to, which was yesterday, was the DI committee session. We really went out the way to partner COMTO and get the federal government and other state agencies to come in and have that conversation.
Because it represents opportunity.
It represents opportunity and so much more about what we're doing. It's shaping not only the leaders for tomorrow, but our communities for tomorrow. And then the other thing is, I really wanted to, and I have been participating in all of the risk management sessions. I wanted to see if the vision and idea that I had really was coming to fruition, and so far it has.
That's fantastic. And I think that's what's important for everybody to realize when you're here at this event. Idea Total Talk is we're bringing stuff to you, but when you're here at these events, you have to mix it in there. You can't just do one or the other. You really got to be engaged. But there's a synergy and a process that you go through. You're creating opportunities. You're learning about things, and there's so much opportunity for every professional here. That no matter what they're doing, if you just go in, have the conversations, make yourself available. Be approachable.
Exactly.
Right, and IBTTA has done a fantastic job over the years of always making those opportunities available.
Absolutely,
It's been one of those things where they put us as members ahead in the foreground to say, let's bring it together, right? And that's that inclusion that spans everywhere. And I love that with the DEI programs that they have, the young professionals, the women in tolling,
the emerging
all of
technologies
these, and the technologies, this is where the opportunities are. And so you got to be here.
Yeah, you definitely have to be here to experience it. I remember during the pandemic, my first meeting was virtual. And so going from a virtual experience was just but then finally getting here in person, it's it's something that you have to experience on your own, and you build long-term relationships, and we're all family.
Yeah, and I love that you said that, family, because that is really what's happening here. And you go through these times, but I mean, and while these sessions are great to catch them online, but I can tell you that when you are here, you're just picking, you pick it up like, oh, it's my brother, right? Like I've seen him, I've known him, we've hung out, we've sang karaoke together, which happens to be one of my things I'm looking forward to.
I think there's
Big after party.
Do you have a song picked out?
I don't.
Okay.
But I'll be flexible in the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I feel like you have that nice deep voice that you would be.
Well, definitely. If you had saw me last night in the Soul Train up here, I would probably sing.
You were
my own
practicing.
karaoke.
That's awesome.
Oh man, Alex and I were saying at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame last night that we wanted to take some of the outfits from the 60s and 70s and just wear them today.
Oh,
it would have been so fun.
They had some good ones. They definitely did. But this is we want to thank you very much for being here for this episode, and having one live is a fantastic
right,
thing.
I know.
And we've had some great sponsors. I really want to thank Milligan Partners for joining on with us, as well as CSG. Fantastic. Being a big part of this whole thing, and as well as IBTTA. They have been a huge supporter of what we're doing and just bringing this to Cleveland, right? And if you like what you're seeing, please go on. This is going to be also, we'll post this information up on LinkedIn, hashtag IBTTA Cleveland. Let us know what you think. If you're thinking about coming out to the next venue, right? Dallas.
Yep.
Right? Big technology push out in Dallas, right, Kaylee?
Absolutely. There's a bunch of other events in between that. So be sure to check out their IBTTA's website. But before we hop off with Wayne, I do want to ask you one more question.
Okay,
if you have any advice for either, I guess, new members joining, what would you say, or what would you like to leave the audience with today?
Oh man, that's
sorry to put you on the spot.
It's one of those questions you always prepare for in your mind, but you don't think it really gets.
Right.
No, I think the biggest advice I would share with everyone is just get involved and participate, listen, but more importantly, don't feel afraid to just go up and talk to someone or sit down at a random table and have a conversation with someone. You'll be amazed how approachable everyone is. And just like Pat Jones has said, and I won't ever forget my first IBTT event where he said, hey, all the new members, he really means that.
Yes.
And when I came up and shook his hand, he actually sat down and ate with me and had a conversation. And from there, a relationship built. And that's the heart of IBTT.
All right.
That's a fantastic, and we just want to say, again, Pat, we're going to miss you. You have been an inspirational rock and guide for our entire industry, and and as well as Bill. Bill is getting ready to change it. There it is, right there.
We have Pat heads.
That's well done. But no, it's great to. Thanks for joining in, and Pat, we'll miss you. Wayne, thank you very much for joining with us. You were a phenomenal guest. I don't know if I can rank you higher than Lauren. But I'll say you both will kick butt. It was amazing. He was.
I've enjoyed the friendship which she and I have developed during this time.
Same. I'll do it again with you, Wayne. I will host again.
There we go. All right, we got it.
You're committed now.
We're doing it. Thank you all so much for the opportunity.
Well, thank you very much. We're going to take a quick break as we get ready for another interview here soon. So stay tuned. Keep the channel open, and we'll talk to you again. Again, thank you very much for Milligan Partners. Thank you very much for CSG. Huge support. And also thank you very much, IBTTA, and all of you for watching and continue to be big supporters of Total Talk.